Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. In today's episode, we're talking about how you can escape excessive exercise because rest is required in recovery. And I believe that you can set aside that intense, hardcore, no longer serving you type exercise so that you can create a healthy relationship with exercise. Let's do this. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it so you can start living your best life as your best self. I am so super pumped to be sharing with you today things that you can do to tame back the exercise. But before we get into the episode, I want to share an amazing testimony from my dear client for over a year, and I've enjoyed partnering with her in this journey. And so today I just wanted to start the episode strong because I wanted you to hear it, just the goodness that women are experiencing and the change that is happening. Lindsay is extremely talented and truly has a gift at coaching. She knows what it is like to battle an eating disorder and is right there with you. Each week, she was able to help me with individual struggles, and she developed specific and tangible actions that I could take to combat my restrictions of food and also my life. She gave me feedback on how to reframe with positive intent rather than staying stuck in negativity and self-doubt with my ability to recover, which gave me the courage to keep fighting. Since working with Lindsay, a new concept of myself is emerging, one free from people-pleasing, perfectionism, deprivation, and restraint. Although I'm still in recovery and in the process of creating the best version of myself, I now have the courage that I can do this. Life is happening for me, and I'm excited for what I'm capable of becoming. I highly recommend her to anyone seeking coaching. She is amazing and a true inspiration. No amount of words can express how much you've changed my life. This is why we do what we do, ladies, at Her Best Self Co. If you're new to the show, I love that you're dipping your toes in the water and that you're listening to all the content because truly my purpose is for you to be changed just by listening and to go out and implement some of the things that we share here. There is so much that happens in the coaching container, and there's so much that happens when you can get support from someone who's been there and done that and walked the walk and is really just steps ahead of you. And so that is what I love, is to read these testimonies and just to go, wow, the amazing work that these ladies are doing. It's such an incredible thing to watch. So I wanted to start with that positive, upbeat vibe because today we're talking about exercise and how you can escape excessive exercise. So many women come to me daily in support of their recovery. And although we work together on so very much with insanely positive outcomes, just like you heard in the testimony I just shared, one of the common themes that I do see is the battle to release excessive exercise. Sis, if you never miss a Monday, if you work out every day, if you alter your vacations, if you have insane amount of guilt and punish yourself later for not getting in a workout, if you skip social activities because you choose to exercise instead, or your exercise routine impacts your marriage or your family, in addition to restricting food on days that you exercise less, then this episode is yours. Reality is, this is common with those who struggle with eating disorders. Why? Well, you've learned to cut corners. You've learned to cut calories. You've learned to take away. You've learned to survive on less in every single way possible. And you've manipulated your food to do that, but you've also manipulated your body and exercise to do that as well. I'm going to share a little bit about my exercise story because I feel like it will help support you today if you're truly struggling with the everyday exercise obsession. So, in the worst of my disorder, I was working out twice a day. And I thought anyone that worked out every day was probably someone I'd want to hang out with. But 2 days, like, you were a rock star. I was a cardio queen. And I really, truly believed that I loved that life. I would go into the gym, I would talk to all the people that I knew there, and I would spend hours or over an hour on the treadmill, on the elliptical, just looking at the calories, counting every single one, counting the minutes. And it became so super obsessive that when I was in recovery, it was really hard to let that go. Part of my treatment plan, I had to stop cold turkey. And the only way that I could do that was begin mindful meditation and yoga. If you listen back to prior episodes where I talk about yoga, it was something that truly changed my life because I learned to experience movement for the first time without it involving burning an insane amount of calories. Okay, so I have another story for you. I currently have a client, and we'll keep names anonymous, that I was able to help go from 7 days a week of working out, where she was working out an hour and 45 minutes a day, to 3 days a week at 30 minutes each time. Sis, this is remarkable. And the one thing that I want you to hear today, if that's triggering to you and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I could ever do that. The one thing I want you to understand is that we don't even realize we're doing this to our body because we get so trapped in the cycle that it just becomes this obsession and obsession and obsession. I didn't start working out 2 times a day. I didn't start doing compulsive movements on the floor in my bedroom just to get additional calories burned. I didn't start doing any of those things overnight. It was the disorder that came on over time, and I pushed myself running on fumes. And maybe you're there right now. But the good news is that you can cut back on exercise and you can learn to be okay with it. I'm proof. My clients are proof. And sis, you can be proof as well. So a couple of things that I want you to try on. Number 1, get real with your current routine. Write it out. How much are you working out? How often are you working out? For how long are you working out? Write the feelings out of what it feels like if you don't get a workout in, or the anxiety around when you're going to work out if it's challenged. What comes up for you if you cut back? What comes up for you if I ask you to cut back? Okay, we've got to get really aware of where we are in order to change any patterns or behaviors. So that's the first step. Number 2, the power of permission. And not only is this important with exercise, but we also talk about it with food. So apply it to food as well. You must grant yourself permission. Okay, the power of permission is super important. There were so many times where I felt like I was terrified to gain weight. So I could not exercise. That compulsive behavior was something that was inside of me. And I felt like I was going to go crazy or blow up overnight because I wasn't allowed to get a workout in. That's okay because we're changing the routine. So if you're experiencing that, or you believe that anxiety is coming up because you've tried to cut back before and just haven't been successful at it, I want you to know that a lot of this is centered around permission. What you give your mind power over is what's going to have power over you. Voice that permission. Okay, that requires planning and really taking the time to go, you know what? I have worked out for the past 5 to 10 years of my life, or whatever it may be. And I have overcompensated. I have run my body ragged, and I can choose to live differently. I can choose to have a healthy relationship with this and get really clear and aware on where you are. Number 3, your future recovered self. I want you to think about her. How much does she exercise? Does she really want to be on a treadmill every single day of the week? Or is she waking up and enjoying brunch with her kiddos or her husband? Like, what is her life like? Think about her. How much does she work out? Because when I asked myself this question as I was navigating recovery, I was obsessed with exercise, and I thought that that was just who I was. It was like a badge of honor. Oh, I just love exercise. I don't understand the people that don't go to the gym every day. Like, they're not my kind of people. It was an identity, and therefore there was identity shifts that had to occur when it was released. But I want you to get real. Do you really enjoy every single day exercising, or your current routine of exercise? Is it enjoyable to you, or does it feel like an obligation because of a fear? Really get real with that. That future version of you, what would she be doing for movement? What classes would she be taking, right? When I thought about this, it was, I just want to meditate. I want to do some yoga. I want to relax. There are days where I don't want to do anything at all, right? And so think about what that looks like for you in the future. Imagine it. Try to imagine it. Number 4, I want you to pick a tangible, small goal. Maybe it's jumping off the treadmill 5 minutes early. Maybe it's replacing that Monday workout with journal time. Select actual times, put them on the calendar to allow yourself rest and permission, because rest is required in recovery. It's a non-negotiable. Plan in advance. This sets that positive intent, which leads to positive momentum, which gets you the positive result. And in our case, that's cutting back on something that's no longer serving you. And number 5, progress, not perfection. How is it fine that you don't work out tomorrow? How is it fine that you don't get a workout in today? What does it look like if you decide in advance that you're going to not do it, but then you try to figure out a way to do it anyways, and you catch yourself in that? Does that mean you're failing? No, sis. That means you're growing, you're aware, you're evolving, you're learning. It's all part of the process. Allow yourself to go along the journey. This is progress. It's not perfection. Remember, you are going against diet culture. You are going against beliefs that you've held for a pretty long time, and you've valued them as your truth. Give yourself grace and give yourself some permission. True happiness is making peace with things that are no longer serving you and creating a new, healthier version of them. Maybe it's fine you don't work out tomorrow. If your body is telling you to slow down, don't work out. If you're using your time to try something new, don't work out. If your life is overrun with work and family and obligations, it's fine that you can't work out. If you're sick, if you're realizing that you're not nourishing your body and you're choosing excessive exercise, it's time to put your foot down on you and go, it's okay to rest and not work out. If you're hurting your body, if you have injuries, if you have other priorities, if you want to do things that you feel like you are new at exploring, or you're struggling with your body image right now, it's okay to say no to not working out today. When you're making time to fulfill your dreams, when you're making time, going to fill up your cup, it is okay to not work out. And what I just want you to hear right now is that it's possible for you to lay this down. Start small. Start small. Get real with your current routine. Write it out. Give yourself permission in advance. Put it on the calendar. Just like society tells you to make a date with yourself and pin in your gym activity, I want you to do the reverse. I want you to choose the days that you're just not going to work out this week. I want you to pick a tangible goal. Instead of choosing that workout, think of somebody that you love, that you could have a coffee date with or a phone conversation. Use this time for you and make it purposeful. This is all part of creating the best version of you. It's exploring other things that you actually might choose instead. Sis, rest is required in your recovery. And maybe you're not like me. Maybe you can slowly, gradually come off of exercise. That's a great way to begin this process. And maybe it's a cold turkey for you. That's okay too. I just want you to know that there's no right or wrong way in this. It's just the way that is honoring yourself and your body. You can do this. I have faith in you. And this is your permission right now today to skip the workout. If you're listening to me and you're on the treadmill, get off of it. Because at the end of the day, this workout isn't going to matter in 5 years. This workout isn't going to matter in 2 weeks, right? So allow yourself permission to go against those rules that you've created that are no longer serving you so that you can create a life that is serving you. I believe in you. I would love to hear from you. If you're loving the show, I want to know. Reach out to me directly at info@lindsaynickel.com And if you're looking for someone to help you along this journey, maybe you need some more accountability than what we've talked about today. Go on out to the website, herbestself.co, fill out a client application, we'll jump on a phone call, and we'll see if recovery coaching is a great fit for you. It's that simple. All right, sis, I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy it, relax, rest, honor your body, nourish your body, and allow yourself to be. Until next time, bye for now. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.